What's going on, everybody? This is ThickSkinnOnSports. This is Steven Skinner. This is and Tony. Look at this. If you like our channel, please like or subscribe. Ask any questions you want. These guys are going to be talking about the Royal Rumble review here in a moment. But we got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I always forget one out. What's the other one? Twitter. ThickSkinnOnSports. Like I said, if you like us, please like or subscribe. This is Tony. This is January 31st. This is one of our side segments that we do. Let's get into the Royal Rumble. What do you guys think of it overall? Go ahead, Anthony.
I mean, I felt really good about the Royal Rumble. I thought it was a good show in general. I feel like the two women's title matches were a little lackluster. I thought they could have been a little bit better. But outside of that, the two Rumble matches in general were awesome. They were good. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I thought the men's Royal Rumble was honestly, it's probably my favorite 30-man Royal Rumble match ever.
In years.
Years.
It
was phenomenal. We were talking about when we were watching together. The Royal Rumble is not about the single matches. It's all about the 30-man.
Oh yeah, that's what they mostly. That's why I call it Royal Rumble. You know, you're not there to see single matches.
But, I mean, it's an hour and 20 minutes per Rumble, pretty much.
The Bayley match and Lacey Evans match, it wasn't very good. But the Asuka and Becky Lynch, it actually was a good match.
Yeah.
It got rated an A+ actually on Bleacher Report.
Wow.
I thought the Bray Wyatt match was pretty good.
That one was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, especially with being a strap match.
But this whole pay-per-view was all about the men's 30-man.
So how long was the pay-per-view overall? Because I know over the years, some are saying WrestleMania it gets longer and longer.
It's 4 hours. It ended right at 11:01, 11:02.
It was It didn't draw out. I honestly
It could have went longer, and I'd be cool with it.
I don't know if I have the mental capacity to watch fake wrestling, and I know this is the review, but I just wanted to give my opinion on it because I don't know if I could sit there and watch
WrestleMania is
4
5
hours
p.m.
of
to midnight usually, so you don't want to be involved with that one.
Me and him both were falling asleep through some of it, but once that 30,
he fell asleep.
I did, but once that 30-man
Lacey Evans match,
well, I didn't want it to end. Literally, it was the best 30-man Royal Rumble match I've seen.
And who won in the men's again?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre. I don't even know who that is. In the women's side?
Charlotte Flair.
Okay. Charlotte Flair, she's a big time. Yeah. She wins all kinds of belts. So what's the next big... So overall, what out of a 10, what would you give this Royal Rumble this year compared to last year?
10 out of 10.
Last year?
Yeah.
That's 10 out of 10.
It was basically three big things. Okay, it was to showcase Lesnar. He was number one. He eliminated 13 straight guys. Then came in Drew McIntyre, and he Clayboarded him over the top rope. That was started the second storyline of the big push for Drew McIntyre.
But let's reel it back a little bit. Let's showcase the women's match on what happened in the women's match. So based on your projection, who'd you project? You projected...
I projected Shayna
Baszler, and Sasha and Ronda.
I was way off.
No, which is fine,
off, but
because all the rumors were out there that Ronda was going to be back. No one knew that Sasha Banks was injured. No, that came out of nowhere. That came out of left field.
Right.
For her not to be in the Rumble was we were shocked. We had no idea, which was another shocking thing. But you look at the women's Royal Rumble, the storylines that you see in that, and then with Charlotte Flair winning. So what's your thought on Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble?
So, I thought it was very good for her to win. At first, I wanted Shayna to win, but reading why they did it, because Charlotte Flair, she's going to challenge Rhea Ripley. That's what they're doing.
I know.
She's going to challenge for the NXT Championship,
which is awesome.
And they're going to set up Becky and Shayna, and then they're going to set up Bayley and Sasha. So those three women's matches are going to be phenomenal.
So you said NXT, right?
Right, NXT.
So for people that don't know, including myself, I kind of know what NXT is. What is NXT basically? Isn't it something that Triple H?
Well, it used to be their AAA team. For it, but now it's become its own brand.
Okay.
Because it is in my opinion bigger than the other two brands. I absolutely love NXT. I love to watch them. The wrestling is spectacular, and the storylines are amazing. The wrestlers are just good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So, what's next for what do you think the next big storyline leading into WrestleMania is the next major?
Well, with the women's Royal Rumble match, like like my prediction was Shayna Baszler, but in the back of my mind we knew. So they want to make WWE wants to make Charlotte Flair the most decorated woman in the history of wrestling,
and you can see that. You can see that.
I get that.
That and Ronda Rousey's going to be right behind her, and they're both wrestling the same era, so I think that would be pretty good. Go ahead.
But they want to make her the most decorated wrestler, the woman wrestler. I get that. She's got the look, she's got the body type, she's got the mic skills, she's got it all. So she deserves to be that. But I liked the Women's Royal Rumble match, but I'll tell you, when I first saw it before I heard the news that she was going to challenge Rhea Ripley, I felt like it was the Roman Reigns effect and she was forced down her throat to win that just because she's already won everything. She's won everything. So they have to add this to, her stat line.
Yeah.
And I felt like, I was getting excited there at the end because it was her versus Shayna, and I felt like that was the way to end it for Baszler. That was the way to win the Royal Rumble, to get her, in the spotlight. And then Charlotte took it. I was like, oh, I kind of felt that way. But waking up the next morning and seeing, she's going to challenge for the NXT Championship, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's good. That makes that Royal Rumble match a little bit better than what I thought it was.
Boy, with her being on NXT, so is she going to be showing up on NXT?
Yes.
That is
so
going to be
she's
big.
already put on her social media that she's got plane tickets to Full Sail and everything like that.
So it was just great booking then. That way you just don't have her just show up on NXT like, what's going on? Like, she wins the Rumble, and since she's basically beat everybody, why not go for Rhea Ripley, the biggest, the hot name right now?
Okay. Look at that though. Does she beat Rhea Ripley? I don't know. Is
that
how you push Rhea Ripley into greatness?
That's
because Rhea Ripley is a good wrestler.
You can't have every match be a title change. Because I think they're going to... So after WrestleMania, Ripley and Baszler all will be champions.
Yep.
Okay, but what do you see as far as going into the WrestleMania? What do you think the main headline, big talk about? Do you think The Rock may do something, or do you think you may see Undertaker come? There's always a big storyline.
Edge came back.
The big thing that happened in Rome was Edge coming back. That was.
So you think the main headline for WrestleMania is going to be Edge versus
Randy?
That will be your big. That will be your big.
Does Randy Orton have the title?
No.
So it's just going to be a non-title match.
Ex-best friends helped him through life, and then if you watch Raw, how it ended and how Orton was supposedly hunched over him.
Oh, it was great.
It was amazing. It was an amazing segment for Raw. Okay. One of the best segments in years.
So overall, in this Royal Rumble review 2020, if you had to put it in a small pair, what overall would you take away out of this Royal Rumble heading into WrestleMania?
So how I take out of it?
Yeah, overall, heading into WrestleMania and how this approach, taking it into WrestleMania.
Oh, there's straight up excitement for it. Seeing a Drew McIntyre who was now nobody's. Mm-hmm. I knew you mentioned him with him and Kevin Owens, but we knew it. They're like, there's no chance. But Drew McIntyre can do it all. He is everything Vince McMahon is looking for in a wrestler. He's a big guy. He's got the mic skills, and he's got the awesome finisher that everyone's loving with the Claymore. And everyone loves that. And the thing is, him and Brock Lesnar, they fit. They fit as a tandem. And how quickly did he turn face when he Claymored Brock Lesnar out of the ring?
Oh, they went nuts.
The fans went insane.
Not just when he eliminated Lesnar and Roman.
But who was last? He went up against Roman Reigns, which all of us were thinking, we're going to be spoon-fed, we're going to be force-fed Roman Reigns again. But he knocked Roman Reigns out of the ring, and I went speechless. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Like, to have someone that had, no one thought that he was going to win it, go in there and win it, and then come back on Raw with his promo that he had, and Lesnar coming out and F5'd him. That was awesome.
Yeah, this is great setup.
Extremely excited. Usually, we're just like, we're excited it's WrestleMania season, but I'm excited from the Royal Rumble now to the WrestleMania because there's storylines that hopefully don't.
This WrestleMania this can be one of the greatest cards because you're gonna have McIntyre and Lesnar. You're gonna have the 3 women's match we talked about.
Yep.
You're gonna have Edge and Orton. Plus, they're gonna have Bray and Roman, which I am fine with that.
Yeah,
because he didn't win the Rumble, so it's going to be a storyline leading up to that. So you're going to keep building Roman. And then you still have all the other guys. You haven't even mentioned Rollins yet. You haven't even mentioned Kevin Owens or The Undertaker, which I don't think.
I only mentioned him because you know how they have superstars every year. They try to get big.
Well, Undertaker, WrestleMania season's Undertaker season.
Yeah, and he lost one time WrestleMania. That was his last one, right? I do know that.
So I mean,
but there's a lot of interesting things going into WrestleMania. I can't wait to really, because I do get into WrestleMania. I tried to make the Royal Rumble. I wasn't feeling good, but
a good start.
Let us know what you guys think. If you guys are really into wrestling, Royal Rumble 2020 review. What do you think about WrestleMania coming up? What do you think the main card is going to be? This is Thick Skin on Sports. This is Tony, Anthony. Please like or subscribe us. Ask any questions you need. We will be doing a show sometime next week. I don't know for sure, but we will be on next week. You guys got anything else to say about anything? It was a good show today.
Biggest match you look forward to at WrestleMania?
Oh,
and just one match.
One match. Biggest match you look forward to?
Probably Lesnar and McIntyre.
Okay. What about you, Anthony?
Mine's Edge and Orton. After that ended the way it did, I cannot wait to see how that ends. That's a good one. It's emotions are getting involved with that one. So.
And me, I don't know because I don't watch it. But this is Thick Skin on Sports. We will be back next week, and you guys have a wonderful weekend. See you guys.